Have you ever felt different from others around you? Have you ever wondered if being slow, quiet, or curious could be a hidden power? Albert Einstein's story shows us that sometimes those who seem different can change the world. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879, in a small town in Germany. When Albert was a baby, he did not speak as early as other children. His parents began to worry because he stayed silent for a long time. Some people thought he had a learning problem, but they did not know he was thinking deeply in his own way. Albert was a quiet child and did not make many friends. He was shy and liked to spend time alone. He loved to look at nature, objects, and the world around him. He noticed details others ignored. He often thought about how things worked, even without talking about it. One day when Albert was 5 years old, his father showed him something that changed his life, a small magnetic compass. Albert held it in his hand and watched the needle. No matter how he moved the compass, the needle always pointed north. This surprised him. He couldn't see anything moving the needle. He wondered, why does this needle point in the same direction all the time? What invisible force is pulling it? At that moment, Albert discovered his love of asking questions. This was the beginning of his lifelong curiosity about the mysteries of nature, energy, and the universe. Albert did not do well in school. His teachers thought he was slow or lazy because he didn't follow all the rules. He did not like to memorize facts or repeat answers from books. He wanted to understand things in his own way. His teacher once said, "Nothing will ever become of you." That was a painful thing to hear. But Albert did not stop learning. He continued thinking, reading, and solving problems outside of class. He was not a student who learned by memorizing. He learned by imagining and questioning. He loved math and science, especially physics. He often read scientific books alone at home. When Albert was a teenager, his family moved to Switzerland. Albert went to a new school where the teachers allowed more freedom. He felt happier there because he could learn in his own way. He finished school and wanted to become a teacher or scientist. But after graduation, he could not find a job. Many schools rejected him. They thought he was too unusual. So Albert took a job at the patent office. His job was to read and review other people's inventions. During the day, he worked quietly, checking documents. But at night, he worked on his own scientific ideas. He wrote and thought deeply. He did not give up on his dreams just because others did not believe in him. Then came the year 1905, Albert Einstein's miracle year. He was 26 years old. In that year alone, he wrote 4 scientific papers that changed science forever. One paper described how light behaves both like a wave and a particle. Another explained how atoms move. But the third paper was the most famous. It introduced the theory of relativity. This theory said that time and space are connected. It said that time is not the same for everyone. Time can slow down or speed up depending on how fast you move. This was a completely new idea. People were shocked, confused, and amazed. Einstein also wrote the famous equation E, ≅ mc2. It means that energy and mass are different forms of the same thing. This equation is now one of the most famous in the world. Einstein became famous. People finally realized how brilliant he was. Newspapers wrote about him. Scientists all over the world studied his work. But even with all this fame, Albert stayed humble. He did not think of himself as special. He said, "I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious." Albert's curiosity continued for the rest of his life. He moved to the United States when Germany became dangerous because of Adolf Hitler and the Nazis. Einstein was Jewish, and he believed in peace and freedom. He worked at Princeton University, where he taught students and continued his research. He spoke out against war and violence. He believed that learning and understanding were more important than power and violence. Einstein loved music. He played the violin and said music helped him think. He was gentle, funny, and kind. He played music, walked in nature, and enjoyed thinking quietly. His hair was messy, and his clothes were simple. He did not care about looking famous. Albert used his voice to promote peace. During World War II, some scientists used his famous equation for dangerous weapons. Einstein was sad about this. He once said, "If I had known, I would have become a watchmaker." Later in life, he wrote letters asking leaders to work for peace, not war. Albert Einstein died on April 18, 1955. He was 76 years old. But his ideas did not die with him. They live on in schools, in museums, and in the technology we use today. His theories help us understand black holes, gravity, time travel, and even GPS systems in our phones. Albert Einstein's life teaches us many things. First, being different is not wrong. If people do not understand you, it does not mean you're wrong. Einstein was different, quiet, curious, strange, but he was also brilliant. Second, curiosity is powerful. When you ask why and how, you open the door to new ideas. Einstein once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge tells us what is already known, but imagination shows us what might be possible." Third, don't give up when others doubt you. People told Einstein he would never be successful, but he never stopped learning. He never stopped asking questions, and he never stopped imagining. You can do the same. Albert Einstein is remembered not only for his mind, but for his heart. He believed in peace, human rights, and imagination. He believed that science can make the world better if we use it wisely. He is a reminder that even a quiet, different child can grow up to change the universe. Thank you for listening to this story. We hope it inspires you to believe in yourself, even when others don't. Stay curious, ask questions, follow your dreams, and never let anyone tell you that you are not good enough. You might be the next Einstein. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Join us every day for more inspiring stories, learn new words, and become confident in English through storytelling. See you tomorrow.